Have you ever sat to write in your non-native language and heard a voice from the far, far back of your mind telling you your writing sucks? You often find yourself translating words, looking up definitions, or searching them on Google just to check if you are spelling them right. You're not alone. Many bilingual or multilingual writers face the same challenge of expressing themselves in their second language. And some of it does come from language barriers, or you're just getting better at writing, but the core of it comes from the fear of those words not expressing your ideas in the way that you want them to do so. But what if I told you that your first language is an unfair advantage that's waiting to be discovered? Hello friends, my name is Mohamed and I'm a writer, and in this channel we demystify the writing process and discuss habits and tools that make writing joyful. And in this video I will talk about the source of the fear of writing in a second language, how to deal with it, and how to use our first language as an unfair advantage. First, understanding the fear of writing and its impact. Where does it come from? Where does this fear that we feel, especially when we sit to write, where does it really come from? And there are two sources. One is internal and the other is external. The internal is this dialogue that we have with our heads, especially when you sit to write, when that voice comes to you and tell you your writing sucks, or it doesn't matter what you are writing about, you're not doing it right. And this is sometimes called the imposter syndrome, which is the thing that we feel like we are inadequate at, and at the same time we are trying to get better at it. The other part of this fear comes from external pressure, the worry that other people will judge us for wanting to be a writer, or for writing in our second language, or if our writing is actually not good enough. For me, it took me so long to accept myself as a writer, or to even tell people that I was writing. I was afraid that they will say the guy who mispronounces words or can't find the right English words to say when he is telling the story wants to be a writer in English. There was no way that I was gonna tell people that. And I'm not even going to get to spelling and grammar, which is a different issue that I felt insecure about for a very long time when I was submitting papers in college. But the impact of that fear, whether it comes externally or internally, is that we have a lot of self-doubt, and it leads to procrastination. It leads to us not accepting ourselves as a writer and ditching that whole passion to the side and not worry or think about it, so we end up not writing. And the way to get over the fear of writing is actually by writing more. A writing teacher told me during my creative writing program, if you want to get over the fear of writing, you have to schedule an appointment with yourself every single day to write. Now, during that scheduled time, sometimes you will find yourself typing away. Other times you will feel dry and have nothing to say and forgetting how to do this writing thing again. And that's fine. As long as you schedule yourself a time for you to sit down and write, you can either write, journal, write about how you feel that day, write about why you don't have anything to write about, or even at the last resort, not social media, but you can just read. And we know for a fact that the more you read, the better you get at writing. So might as well get better at writing by doing the thing that you also enjoy, reading. The other tip of getting over the fear of writing is realizing that there is no greener side to this passion of ours. Everybody struggles, whether you are a native English speaker or you are writing in a second language. The process is the same. People feel doubtful, they feel shame, they feel like they cannot do it, and they feel judged by others. If you read the book Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott, you will understand that her fear as a native English speaker is the same fears that you are facing as well. So you are not alone. And if you have a writing group of friends, you will realize that you're actually not. And if you don't have one, then you better get one, because they will help you write more. They will help you with the emotional up and downs when you go through your writing journey. You can find these people on Facebook groups and libraries, or even writing courses that you should enroll to, so that you can just develop those relationships. But okay, you get over this fear, or you have this writing group that supports you and you are ready to write. How can you use your first language as an advantage for your second language? Your first language is not just language. It's not just letters and words that you can put in sentences on paper. It's stories, metaphors, cultures, and history that you the only one who has access to, or the people that speak the same language that you are speaking. So you have an unfair advantage that for someone who only speaks and writes in English does not have access to the world that you have. And just by even speaking to your grandparents or your parents about their experience growing up back home, which is very different than your experience if you are growing up elsewhere, is an access to a world that most people who are writing for don't have. So make use or appreciate that world more and explore it more, because it will give you stories to write about that someone who's writing a story set in Virginia don't have access to. Now, I'm not saying that if you write a story that is set in Virginia, it will be boring and no one will read it. it. No, but what I'm saying is that a story that is set in Morocco or Somalia or Yemen, then it is something that you will not find in the mainstream more often. Therefore, you have less competition and more desire. I hope this was helpful and you are able to appreciate your first language and use it as a vehicle or even a tool for you to feed your second language and build that confidence with a group of people that are passionate about the same thing that you are passionate about. In the meantime, thank you for watching and keep writing.